Yeah, there it is. Good morning. It's fucking Monday, and that sucks because I gotta go to work. I got my bro in the car because he don't want to drive his car, but that's cool. We're going to the same place. It's the same bat time and same bat channel kind of thing. So we're gonna be earth friendly today, even though we're conservatives, and I suppose since we're conservatives, we're supposed to be like the earth destroyers of the universe. But we carpool when we can because it saves a lot of money. Anyway, over the weekend, I would like to say that I was shocked and appalled at the childish, prepubescent, and adolescent behavior of the far left commies. My brother's showing the light on me. I know it's dark, it's early in the morning. But let me tell you something about these crybabies, these absolute losers, all right, that are out there and they're complaining about Kavanaugh getting put on the Supreme Court. Right now, you guys have a mummy on the Supreme Court that can't even remember the Constitution because she's fucking so old, right? You're saying that Kavanaugh doesn't have the temperament to be on the court because he got upset. You're saying that women should be believed without evidence. This is all behavior of children, especially people that don't understand that. You gotta fucking listen to people. You have to listen to both sides. Like I said before, Kavanaugh showed great restraint. Because if somebody tried to drag my name through the mud with accusations that fucking heinous, they would have got their fucking ass monkey stomped. I would have fucking got mad at them. I would have beat their ass. Wouldn't even bother, I would have been fuck the job. You're getting your ass kicked now. Bringing that kind of shit up. And I watched, some of the protesters try to explain why they were for the liar, Christine Blasey Ford. She's a liar. She didn't shit happen to her. I know that the GOP representatives, they're trying to be nice. Oh, I'm sure something happened. No, nothing happened. All right, you can shut that off now. We're out in the light, dude. They get enough light. I want to expose them too much to me in the morning. But yeah, these people are nuts. They're out there pounding on the fucking... I don't even know, were they pounding on the Library of Congress? Or was that the Supreme Court building? That looked more like the Library of Congress. I don't know. These fucking people don't know anything about anything. Most of them are paid, by the way. I mean, we know this. I mean, they all have matching signs, matching shirts. They all arrive on the same bus. I mean, it's like these freaking hippie losers, they don't have no fucking job. It's like most of them don't. I'm not going to say none of them do, but I'm going to bet that the vast majority of them don't. Because people with everyday jobs, man, it's like they're not going to fucking worry about, oh yeah, they'll pay attention to it. This is what the ballot box is for. Far leftist losers. Let me tell you something. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why people are starting to hate your fucking guts? I'm going to tell you why. Because for the last 20 or 30 fucking years, we've had to put up with your fucking bullshit. You're crying. Your kind shit isn't fair. And some of you have been complaining for that duration of time. And you're fucking old now. Like, I see old fucking people out there complaining about bullshit. Some of them are out there protesting Kavanaugh. Some of them are out there protesting whatever the fuck they want. Like, they're not even all, like, in the same group. Like, you got a bunch of group of people. They're all bitching about something different. It's fucking nuts, man. And they're getting arrested sometimes twice. Then they're gonna bitch because they can't find a fucking job worth of shit. It's like, well, yeah, when you're out there protesting constantly and getting fucking arrested all the time, I don't think anybody's gonna want to hire you. Because you're out there protesting, getting arrested all the time. You're not gonna be able to show up to work. Because you're fucking whinging and complaining, you know, we gotta save the fucking planet. How about you save yourself first? First of all, I have a fucking suggestion for all of the losers that are there, okay? Because you're losers. Take fucking shower. You know, get a fucking haircut. You know, something that, you know, doesn't look like you're fucking straight out of a fucking comic book anime or some shit. Let your hair grow out to a normal fucking color. And buy some decent clothes. You know, clothes that doesn't look like you stole them off of a fucking hobo. You know, the hobo at least has an excuse. You know, he's a hobo. It's fucking nuts, man. I mean, these people had a complete meltdown over Kavanaugh. And they're just like, he's lying. Why do you say he's lying? Well, he's lying because he's lying. I hear shit like that. It's like, oh, okay. So it's like, he's lying because he's lying. And blase. Ford, she's telling the truth because she's telling the truth. Can anybody else name me anything else that sounds more 5-year-old than that? You know, all these fucking signs and shit. Like, he likes beer. Like, they interviewed some thing. I don't even want to call it a woman, man. It was just a thing. Like, she looked like a fucking... She looked like an old man who bought a fucking off-the-rack suit from fucking the welfare store and shit. Fucking green teeth and hair on her fucking knuckles. He drinks beer. This is why you commie and socialist motherfuckers are losing. You're alienating everybody. You know, everybody's starting to fucking hate you. Like, even people that, like, felt sorry for you before, or was kind of like your allies and shit, they're starting to fucking hate you. Because that's what happens to losers. You know, eventually everybody hates you. Because you'll say, we want equal rights. We want equal rights. Okay, here's some equal rights. Okay, now we want something else. Now we want something else. See, we've discovered that it doesn't matter what the fuck anybody gives you. It doesn't matter what anybody like any points that somebody else might concede to the far leftists, the communists and socialists, the absolute Marxist pieces of crap running around crying all the time. It doesn't matter what people do for you or say for you or concede to you. You are never fucking satisfied with anything. The only thing you'd be satisfied with is complete and utter domination over other fucking people. And that's it. Because you want to fucking bitch and complain and you want to constantly change the goalpost whenever it fucking suits you. That's the problem. Like, we all see it. Anybody with a brain sees this shit. See, first, they couldn't get Kavanaugh on his record. They couldn't get Kavanaugh on anything. Then they pull out the sex accusations. It went from groping, it went from two awkward teenagers groping each other after they had a few beers, and Blaze Ford not being a fucking willing participant, to he's a fucking, serial gang rapist, I mean, it's like they didn't even gradually, he didn't even take the gradual steps of becoming a serial gang rapist. I mean, he didn't, kind of rape somebody and then rape somebody, and then he decided, okay, I'm gonna drug and rape somebody. No, he jumped from, grabbing a tit or some shit to, just all out, just raping everybody, all over the place. Constantly raping every day, all the time. He just couldn't control himself. Dude, even, and I don't really watch mainstream news, but I like watching some of the clips, and, you can even see, even the CNN people are just, they're starting to be yeah, it's like, they don't even know what to do. They look at each other like, oh, shit. Really? I mean, dude, there's got to be some people that work at these places that have somewhat of a conscience, And the fact that he drinks beer, so now you're going to alienate beer drinkers. Hate to tell you, lefties, there's a lot of beer drinkers in the country, It's like beer companies aren't multi-billion-dollar companies a year for nothing, right? So there's a lot of people out there that like kicking back and have a few beers after work. Hey, I happen to be one of them sometimes. Sometimes I feel like having a few beers. Sometimes I might even have some Jack Daniels and Coke. Ooh, that's scary, But, so let's go down the list. You alienated, you got people in the Democrat Party walking away, right? You got the independents. I don't think that they want to be associated with that kind of nonsense. I mean, because I know a lot of independent people, and for the most part, it's they're willing to hear anybody out, and they don't resort to violence and screaming in people's face and shit. You got the blue collar Democrats. I know damn well they're not gonna fucking support you, because those people actually care about the Constitution. You've alienated beer drinkers. It's you got women fucking hating you now because, you pretty much weaponized sexual assault and rape so that you can just pull that fucking card out whenever you don't get your way now. Believe women. That's got to be the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's look, I'll listen, and everybody has the right to be heard. I'm not just gonna fucking believe them because what's between their legs. That's never gonna happen with me because I got a fucking brain. It's these women are out there you need to believe women. It's look, if for all the women there that were actually sexually assaulted, not just women that jump on the bandwagon, oh yeah, I was sexually assaulted too, just because they want to feel important. It never happened to them. They just want to be part of the group, right? But, for the people that are actually sexually assaulted, it's yeah, we need to find your assaulter. We need to fucking, monkey stomp his ass and fucking throw him in prison for the rest of his life. I agree. But, I'm not just going to believe somebody because, you can go online and find a slew of videos. I mean, not just one or two. So more than likely, you watch them all because, you know, that's all you do with your life is just watch them. But women, like, there was a video where a woman told, you know, like, the Uber driver told the woman, you know, I don't know, she didn't have a chart or some shit, right? So she told the, you know, like, and he, you know, she was being a real bitch to him. And he said, like, I'm gonna, like, you know, stop the car and you can just get out, you know. And she's like, and I'll call police and say that you raped me, you know. See, it's that kind of shit. That's why men don't believe fucking women, because we see that shit all the time, you know. Women get in a relationship with a guy, as soon as it starts to go sour or some shit, or the guy doesn't do something for them, or they're having an argument, all they have to do is call the police and say that the guy hit him, and the guy will go to jail. And you want to know why we don't fucking believe you? They just had a recent story about 3 women in a cab. And of course they've been drinking or some shit. They wanted to smoke in his cab. He said you can't because it's against the law. So wherever it is, it's like, I guess it's against the law to smoke in a cab. You know, because, you know, the next person that gets in the cab is going to immediately fucking disintegrate from secondhand smoke or some shit. But they got all fucking pissed, and they got out of the cab and then, like, they wouldn't pay for the cab, of course. So the guy said he's going to call the police because they didn't pay for the cab. So the women called the police and said that the cab driver sexually assaulted them. If the cab driver wasn't recording video, he would have been fucked, man. This is exactly why fucking nobody should ever fucking be believed. And I'll never believe it. It's like, and I hope that they never set that type of precedent that just because you're part of some group or fucking gender, which is, there's only 2, just because you're part of that, it's like, by default, you're telling the fucking truth. That's bullshit. There's women out there that lie their ass off all the fucking time because they don't get their way. And there's men that do the same shit. Maybe not with sexual assault, because that's kind of hard to believe. But man, I'm telling you, I watch these people up on Capitol Hill, man. What's wrong with them? You know, and you know, I think a lot of it is like, how can you take them seriously? It's like the way they dress up in costumes like it's fucking Halloween or some shit. They're dancing around and they're fucking, it's like, dude, it's like, how do you expect me to even take you seriously? I mean, their cavalier attitude, like, a lot of them are out there just basically just seems like they're just hanging out with their buddies. They're not really doing anything. You know, and then you have like the extreme, like, you know, the George Soros paid motherfuckers, you know. They're all frothing at the mouth and, like, you know, they're off the chain fucking screaming and hollering and shit. We gotta do something. And I'm glad that the GOP found some nuts. Them motherfuckers, man, come in there and like I said, man, it's like, you know, you want to elect me to the Senate or the House of Representatives, I wouldn't tolerate that shit for 5 seconds. Somebody be getting their ass punched out. God, I hate this life, man. Those people got on the elevator with yelling at Jeff Flake. Did you see Jeff Flake's face, man? That motherfucker deserves to be made fun of. He looked like somebody that shit his own pants. You know, let some little girls get on the fucking elevator and yell at you because they were sexually assaulted. You know? Hate to tell you, ladies, it's like, but just because one woman is sexually assaulted, that does not in any way equate to you. The one woman, if she was indeed sexually assaulted, we need to find her assaulter and fuck him up. Okay? But they got this, like, fucking group sheep mentality, you know? I could name some other groups that are the same fucking way. It's like, we gotta stick together. What's wrong with you, man? You gotta stick together. Why you gotta stick together, man? Real women stand on their own. We need a fucking whole group of people stand. You know what? I don't like, who's that fucking judge lady? Judge Judy. I don't like Judge Judy, okay? I'm sure that a lot of it's just TV personality. That's what I don't like. But, you know, at least, like, she has the integrity and fortitude to say, look, I don't need to be a feminist. I don't want to be called a female lawyer. I was just a lawyer. I don't want to be called a female judge. I'm just a judge. So I can respect shit like that. I don't understand where they get this mentality that they're fucking, you know, what's between their leg defines everything about them. It's just like people, like, you know, like, they'll let their skin color define who they are, and they'll let their, what's between their legs define who they are. It's like, you must not have anything really fucking going on if you use those things to define who you are. Because an individual human being is a hell of a lot more than their skin color and what's between their legs. You let those two things define your whole life, you're a fucking loser. I don't give a damn what you think. You'll go through your whole life crying about shit. That's pretty much all I hear from these people. And you know, like, if you watch the left-wing media, watch clips of the left-wing media, and they'll show like they'll get real close to the crowd, you know, and they'll make it look like there's like fucking like 800 million people there and shit. Then you'll get like some independent reporter, you know, or like some independent like news channel, like just some YouTube person and shit. They'll go down there and they'll pan the crowd and there'll be like 300 fucking people there. 300, you know what, man? It's the funk must be fucking overwhelming in those fucking things, man. These people don't look like they don't shower for fucking days, man. Nasty. Remember last time we went to Comic-Con, I even snapped at a couple people. It's like, I'm like, God damn, dude. Take a fucking shower. You stink. Like they had some hairy, you know, large beast woman thing. She's all screaming. She's like, he lied. Okay, well, how did he lie? Because he lied. And he doesn't have the temperament. You know what? Did you notice anything about these protesters? They like actually just fucking like copy exactly what these fucking leftist mainstream media sources, they copy the exact same fucking thing they say, and that's all they say. They have no brain of their own. But I'm almost at work and we hit a dead zone. So I'm gonna be out. Everybody have a great Monday. Like and subscribe to the channel. Pretty soon the channel's gonna be Shark of Truth. I just gotta transfer my videos over there. I've just been too damn lazy to do it right now. So, peace.